Miles?
I got Sky Miles.
What's the Sky Miles?
I got lots of Sky Miles.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here we are. Mia and Zay, first fireside chat of the 2023 season. Cut day around the National Football League. Emotions for you, a guy who obviously is a veteran on this team, but knowing that cuts have to be made.
Yeah, I'm grateful to be here. It's always hard on this day. You know, it never gets easy. A lot of guys who put in a lot of work are not here. So it's a sad moment. But for the guys that made it, you know, praise to God, blessed to be here, thankful to be with this group. And I never want to take these moments for granted, even after, 7 years. It's been an honor to be a part of an NFL team.
Speaking of the number 7, as of now, 7 wide receivers are on this active roster. Surprised, happy, I'm sure, to see this many of the young guys that were able to be kept around as of now.
Man, it's awesome to see some of the guys that did get to make it and earned it, rightfully so, and Tim Jones being here, Elijah Cooks also being here, Parker Washington. So it's great to be with those guys, and it's an exciting time. We got veteran leadership in our room, and Coach Chad is fired up. Our receivers coach is thrilled to have us, and you just really feel the energy in the room. So it's a blessing for sure.
Let's talk about those first 2 guys. Tim Jones is obviously a guy I know you jumped into his arms when he caught that touchdown. What has he meant to this group the last year plus?
Tim is the epitome of what it means to be just a hard worker. And I look up to him in that aspect of things that he's done. It's not easy to be a wide receiver and also do all the special teams and do all the dirty work and do it with a great attitude, and it's something that I really appreciate. I've been a player who's been in that position, and to see the way that Tim's handled everything with grace, and then it's not given, he earns a 74, 75-yard touchdown in the game on a double move. They're just really, really encouraged and excited and happy for him. It was an awesome moment to have, because he's just such a quiet, mild-mannered type person where he doesn't really do all the showboating and stuff like that. And so to see him come up with a huge play just meant a lot to me.
Emotions when you walk into the building this morning and Elijah Cooks is still in that wide receiver room.
He greeted me with a smile, and I was really happy for him. He's a young guy with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, his humor, but he's earned it as well. I think when you turn on the tape through training camp, through the preseason games, the guy was always making plays. Big body, he's fast, he's strong, can go up and high point the football. It's just really awesome to see a guy like that come in here, I believe from San Jose State, if I'm not mistaken, to come in here and completely different element and just ingrain himself into the system and make plays. I mean, your hat goes off to a person like that, and I think he's going to be a great talent in the years to come for sure.
When did this wide receiver room realize what they had in Elijah?
For me, honestly, I can't say I saw it in the spring. It's hard because you're not competing with the pads and doing things. I think it's when he started to make plays in one-on-ones. He made a really good catch over someone, I forget, and then he kind of pumped up the crowd after. You could see he had a sense of confidence. He just really was illuminating, and didn't really seem like he was shy or fearful of competition or the moment. The moment never seems too big for him, and I think he is already a great player, and he's going to be a phenomenal talent, like I said, and I'm so glad he's on our team. Yeah.
Back to the game on Saturday, this offense goes up and down the field. Outside of the Tank fumble, I mean, there were no hiccups, it seemed like. Did it feel like there was any slowing down this offense?
I thought we executed very well to our standard and what we set out to do. I think this offense can be very potent with the people that we have, and it was awesome to see Luke Farrell touch the ball early, running backs get involved, a couple nakeds, get rid going. Christian came up with a huge 4th down. Me and Evan picking up some key blocks, offensive lineman pushing the pile, running backs hitting it, north. Trevor being pretty much accurate with the football and just taking command. And so it was exciting to see, I think, everything kind of come together for us. We still know that there's things that we need to be better at, but once we get a full game where everyone can be completely immersed in the system, I think it's going to be something to watch.
Last question from me. This is kind of that weird limbo week. And then you guys get the weekend off, and then you start preparation for the Colts. Where's your mindset at? Do you completely break away this weekend, or are you going to be watching a lot of Weather Channel?
So as far as practice goes, I think the wide receivers, we each came up with one thing that we could get better on this week, so that keeps us grounded and just provides that humility within the room that there's still things that we need to work on. Hurricanes never easy. They can always kind of get a little scary to a certain degree, especially if you're not a Floridian. But I feel like I'm well versed, kind of a veteran with it from last year. So hopefully everyone stays safe out there and everyone's okay. And as far as football, there's going to be a couple of days where we get to reload, refresh, because we're about to go into the season, man. It's going to be for the long haul.
Who do the Pirates have on Saturday?
I think they have Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, yeah.
Go. Be locked in, or?
Pirates, man. Let's do it.
First fireside chat of the season in the books.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you, Mia.
Thank you, Zach.